It's Thursday of Art Basel. Got up early, did a business meeting, did a Hypebeast and BuzzFeed article. Then I did the Vintage Frames meetup for an hour and a half. Did a podcast, Props and Drops. Got to do a little podcast fireside chat with the mayor. And then we're gonna go run and do a VeeFriends activation and come back here. So it's been busy. I'm a purebred entrepreneur for real, like documented.
Been through the mud and now I'm growing in sunshine.
We're gonna go upstairs and Andrew's here.
Okay.
We're gonna go upstairs, do 2 meetings.
Okay.
And then come down for the event. I won't bring you down until people are here.
Okay.
Good morning.
How did that go?
Oh, phenomenal.
That's awesome.
What's up, Gary? Hey, you want to say hello?
Yes. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's super well, having a great week.
Yeah.
Love you. Tell Jeremy all nice things. Bye. How are you? Hi, I see you. Great dress. Awesome. Thank you. All right, bye.
Well, Gary, it is such a pleasure to be here with you today here at Art Basel. Thank you so much for your time.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
How does fashion play into the VeeFriends ecosystem and what you're continuing to build out over time?
Fashion, like music and sport and religion and a couple of other things, is like one of the most foundational human experiences. I would argue that the singular reason I knew NFTs will play out long term is because fashion and art. 100%. We communicate through the things we buy. So fashion specifically has been probably the place I've been most aggressive. VeeFriends is 18 months old. Reebok, Starter, Kim Shui, right? Carrots. I have a very good sense of what I'm up to. I desperately want the world to fall in love with Accountable Ant, because I think accountability, if you fall in love with it before you're 18, will lead to less anxiety and depression. Then I start thinking about what brand, like why Forthright. I struggled with candor my whole life. I'm doing a very cool collaboration right now with a very cool brand, and it's the Forthright Flamingo. So cool, you could see vintage frames and it's fucking rad and it's fresh and I'm gonna rock it, and you can see the VeeFriends and I've got glasses, GaryVee, that's cool to me because I'm an entrepreneur, fine. But over time, it's like, it's the Forthright Flamingo, and it's like, wait a minute, like, is being forthright a good thing? Oh wow, it is actually, if you keep it in balance and you deliver it with kindness. And so like, there are millions of people around the world like myself who have struggled with candor, which has led to the things that have made them unhappy. And if I can storytell through collaborations, through, you know, sneaker deals and glasses, or more directly, children's books, movies, television, streaming services, toys with QR codes that let you watch a 4-minute video, well then over time, for the back half of my life, the next 47 years of my life, I think I can leave a really meaningful impact. And so I think very vigorously about every collaboration, why, what, how, and now here we are.
Gary, I want to thank you so much for
Thank you,
your time.
brother.
I appreciate it.
Cheers. My man. It's great to see you.
Yeah, of course. What does it mean to you to be here at Vintage Frames on the grand opening today?
You know, I think just I'm obsessed with the process.
Hell yeah.
You know, I love building brick by brick, and you know, this is a collaboration we worked on. This was one of the earliest collaborations we came up with in apparel and fashion.
Really?
Yeah, this started before Starter. This started before Kim Shui. But Corey and the Vintage Frames team like really took it seriously. Beautiful.
The most luxurious flamingo on the planet.
Unbelievable. Love it. I'm like very like creative is subjective, and like, but they were like really working it to get it to where they wanted to. And then it got to a point where we're like, oh, we could do an in-store thing at Basel because of the timing.
Yes.
And so like every time I'm in the moment when it's something that was thought of 9 months ago, it feels like another accomplished brick in the house that we're gonna build between 40 and 55 years. So it feels good.
Because you know the brain boosting benefits of blueberries.
I do.
I was wondering if I could
Throw one?
in and see if you can catch it.
Let's
First
go.
try.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Very important. This is very important to me.
First try. No! Wait, it's good.
Do you know how upset I am?
We got blueberries for days. That was a pretty good feed though.
I lost, it was a great feed. I lost it in the light.
Your Jersey blueberry. Third time's a charm.
Like, I'm so fucking pissed. I'm so mad.
I know.
All right, this way, this is better.
There it is.
I'm so pissed. I'm very upset with myself. Do not premature cheer. It makes it so much worse. Is this the fifth one?
Gary. Well, that was a bad one. That was short. Gary.
Let's keep going. Seven fucking. I'm not happy about it. 7 fucking times.
If you could give one piece of advice as far as a step in the right direction for people that are ready to stop working and get into entrepreneurship, where do you start?
You start by first being self-aware. A lot of people actually aren't going to be good at entrepreneurship. They just might need a job that they like more. Almost nobody likes their job. The stunning majority are dislike or at best neutral about it. They're not on fire. They're not waking up on Monday like, let's fucking go. And so to me, LinkedIn, no different than you listening to one piece of content from me that changed the course for you because you figured out this. For somebody right now who's watching this, if they realize that they can post things about their opinions, their observations, and their expertise about what they do for a living. If you're a 5-year lawyer and you say, something I'm seeing in law around IP law, and you write 4 sentences, you make a video, it depends on how you communicate, written word or video. One piece of content on LinkedIn where you have no followers right now can change the course of your life because now you have inbound people offering you jobs instead of you sitting and dwelling about hating your job. And after 6 months to a year, there's a piece of content that's gonna come out that's gonna lead to the next job opportunity. That's what I think people should do.
Man, that was deep. There it is. Prayers up, blessings up. Appreciate it. No, for real.
So your schedule's nuts, huh?
My schedule's nuts.
How do you do it?
Gratitude. When you have gratitude, you have unlimited energy.
Yeah.
You're just thankful all the time.
Well, you know what? You speak from sense of the heart, and you always wonder, is that guy real?
Yeah, of course. People always wonder.
It's the
Thank
best
you.
thing.
Thank you, brother.
Do you think that you still need to tie a physical item to an NFT as the market dipped and people are looking for a little more value in NFT, that you get access or you get an additional benefit? Do you think that'll be the thing that kind of like brings it back upward? Or
I think that was the thing that made it interesting in the first place. The smart contract and the fact that it could enable me triggering things at any time forever was the punchline. If you kind of go into late 2020, early 2021, that was the combo. By the summer, the money was rolling, and everybody that was getting in was like, I don't need to do anything, I'm just gonna sell digital assets. Hence, that's why it created the bubble. So for me, it was always the punchline, and to answer your question, yes, I think the best operators that understand how to take advantage of the technology that creates affirmation, who owns the flamingo, they get that, like, that's the point.
So thank you so much.
Thank
I wish
you.
you best of luck.
Thank you. Pleasure, love you. All right, let's get out of here. Props and Drops here live at Art Basel in Miami. There's probably some noise in the background because there's an event going on here at Scope Beach. We have a phenomenal guest who's got some fire kicks, I just realized. And then we got the culprits that are here. We got Kalish, the brains, and Herm, the charisma. Do you consider yourself an artist?
Yes.
How so?
One, I could draw a mean giraffe. I'll share it next time. Amazing giraffe. It's happy giraffe, but yeah, I'm an artist.
What about you? You an artist?
Yeah, I'm one of the great artists of all time.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I wish Frida didn't say that.
No, I had to do it.
Not only am I wildly commercially successful, most people have not sold millions of dollars of art at Christie's auction, but all jokes aside, because I'm gabbing here a little and having fun with my boys, I actually have always thought about entrepreneurship, pure entrepreneurship, much closer to art than business.
True.
I mean, back to what you were referencing, for me, I've always been drawing outside the lines. Everything was always innovation. Everything was artistically communicating, artistically ideating, seeing needs that the world hadn't seen yet. Like, I actually like weirdly visualize it. I'm like, I'm gonna launch this website and we're gonna sell wine And
like the Iron Man stream.
yeah, it really is for me like that. I spend most of my time thinking, even when I'm thinking right now about shit. Like how I'm gonna beat Herm in a fight.
That was a rip. Are you going to buy any art here?
No.
Why not?
I don't like to talk about things I don't know about, and I don't like to buy things I don't know about. I have started my physical art journey. It started with the NFT journey. It started with that Warhol I bought right after the VeeFriends went off on the Christie's thing. You know, like I'm like starting to get into it. But I like buying shit because I like it.
Yeah.
And so I got to go through my process. So I'm not ready. But do I feel like the way I'm pacing that I could go really hamp next year? And truth be told, like, I gotta get educated on what's here. It's like a sports card show. I know which shows have nothing good and which ones do. I'm curious. So I feel like I'm on my journey. Next year will probably be the year where I really like look and learn the Basel part of it, and so 24 is likely my year. All right, I gotta go do this panel.
It's great, guys.
Great show.
Thanks for having me.
We love you. Such a pleasure.
You good, bro?
I'm great, brother. You ready for this?
Too blessed to be stressed. Let's go.
100%. 100%. It's Thursday of Art Basel. Got up early. We did a business meeting. Did a hype piece and BuzzFeed article. Then I did the Vintage Frames meetup for an hour and a half. Did a podcast, Props and Drops. Got to do a little podcast fireside chat with the mayor. And then we're gonna go run and do a VeeFriends activations and come back here. So it's been busy. The reason I'm 24/7, 365 is because the greatest narcotic in the world is gratitude. If you were actually, not you say it because it's fucking trendy, because if you are actually running on actual gratitude, the energy's off the charts. And I'll tell you one more thing, Mayor. This is a big one for everyone. Almost everything that's not working for everyone looking at right now is 100% predicated on them valuing other people's opinions. Strangers, their mom, their brother, someone they look up to, a boss. It's a major problem. They're just valuing other people's opinions so much that it's dictating their behavior so much, and it's over before they start it. The reason I'm always innovating is because I'm not scared to lose in front of all of you. I am not scared to lose in front of all of you. When people hear today, you pitch your business idea and somebody says, I don't like it, they're not being mean. They're not a piece of shit. They don't like your idea. Good. I don't remember anybody liking any of the shit that most worked out for me. You need to be within yourself and deploy kindness to others. Nobody who's judging you is a reflection on you. You need to fall in love with yourself first. Everything else figures itself out. That's what I want for you. Thank you. Team, I want to think about TikTok. I don't want to be known to an entire generation as the garage sale guy, and we need to be careful because it's not even doing that well anymore anyway. So I think we need to take a step back and think about that. Just wanted to share that. Well, that was on my mind. I want to be the kind warrior, kindness, and humility, and all those things, but a fucking business assassin. What's that, Mom?
That video that did really well.
Which one?
That late night one a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was because it was late?
No, because last night's didn't do anything. Like, it's just like, it's funny because it was an older one that won before, and then we just posted one that a few seconds ago, like, that was the same, and it's like doing atrocious, which is fucking amazing and fascinating. Like, Instagram is going through a reset right now, no question. So it's like super fun to like play the game.
Yeah,
Figure out the creative strategy.
On the text thread and you're like, this is not doing very well. That's so interesting for me. I'm like, oh, he's happy to learn about
my text 2 minutes ago was, how fun is it to lose?
Oh yeah, like I just feel like you like the learning.
Yeah, like what? Like, who's gonna roll up at me and be like, well, oh, you only got 39,000 views on this instead of 700,000. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And not just because I've already made it, that's how it was when my 19th episode of Wine Library TV didn't do anything and got 86 views. I'm like what?
And how does it feel to look back now?
Fine, I'm indifferent. The cheering and the booing's the same.
Welcome everyone to our VeeFriends Insider event. We're gonna dig into characters, which is gonna be super fun, but you guys are here today to co-create with Gary, which is one of the best things about this NFT world. We're gonna talk about how he can see the characters and help you draw your own. So with that, Gary, let's first talk about the importance of characters and storytelling and how it's about making people feel.
So we're about to go serious here. You're about to create a character, a mascot. I genuinely believe one of you is gonna do something right now that you have no fucking idea you're about to do, and something insane is gonna happen next 20 years. I'm so pumped for today's event, you can't imagine. It's gonna be all right, go, and you're gonna be what the, try to think about some shit that you've been thinking about. The reason VeeFriends is gonna work is I really care about it. I think about accountable Ant every day. I'm one day I'm gonna teach the world to be accountable, and everybody will be happy. When you get to the part that what we're here for, give it a second and maybe even start now of what have you been thinking about? What has been true to you? What have you given a real fuck about forever? It will matter so much more than trying to come up with something clever.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake friends gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that shit right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in bravado.
I don't really have a family, so I've never had anybody to look up to or teach me anything. And all this adversity stuff that I've been through in life, already? You helped me. And I just want you to know I appreciate you. And the second thing, you talked about making your parents
Good habits.
proud of you.
Character called Good habits.
I struggle with that because I don't have anybody to show my progression.
Yes.
So a bit lonely.
Yes.
You can add that to the
Yes.
loneliness.
I think for you, the progression is your incredible good team. I really admire that about you, and I think you have a really good connection on that. And I know how fulfilling it is to bring your team along with your victory. To me, when my companies are winning, I'm more happy of what it means for our ability to give raises and title things and put them on, and their opportunities are going to come after. And I think that will work for you.
Thank you so much for confirming that. I wanted you to sign my hat, but I don't have to sign it.
Well, I'll get a Sharpie. I love you. Really, I love spending time with you. Every single time we do a Zoom and I see you on there, it makes me fucking feel so happy. I always know it's gonna be an epic question. I'm always so fucking proud of you. I really, really, really am grateful that life brought us together. I love you, brother.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my man.
Journey, give yourself and Gary a huge round of applause.
It's good to see you.
Me?
Dude, it's good to see you again. This guy.
Let's go, dude.
It's good to see you, brother.
Love you, man.
Love
Thank
you, brother.
Thank
So
you
good to see you. You enjoyed today?
Yeah, man. It's so deep for me. Something is happening.
I love you, brother. Dad. Mom.
Hi, my love.
Thank you for the opportunity here. We're excited. This is art that children pour their hearts into.
The whole thing is just fucking unbelievable.
We start here with Tyne, her story, where she came to the hospital, fighting cancer, fights through it. Now she works there. She leads up the majority of our patient art. Nobody expects high-end art like this from kids.
Only because they're not paying attention.
Exactly.
Only because they're not paying attention.
It's amazing.
I love that piece.
We're thankful to be here.
I'm so grateful for you.
Amazing experience.
I'm really glad.
Thank you.
It's a real honor to meet you, my friend.
I'm a big
father of a patient there 3 times, 3 different cancers. So for 15 years, St. Jude gave me 15 years with my son.
It's a real pleasure to meet you. What's your name, sir?
Marcos.
Marcos. Such a pleasure.
My pleasure. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, happy to do
Appreciate it.
I'm happy to do it.
Appreciate
It's a real pleasure to meet you. Sending you a lot of love. We're helping them raise money through social media. Now TikTok is the #1 channel that gets them money. They didn't even consider to be on TikTok.
I loved your advice today. Stop fucking listening to people's opinions.
It's really
I
hurting
really
people.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
It is.
It really makes me sad because it's like, because there's only 2 opinions.
Right.
There's only light and dark.
Right.
And so, but most people over focus on the dark.
It's
So-
fear. It's fear.
It's fear.
It's fear.
And the world's realized how to weaponize fear at scale.
100%.
And like all the way to the mundane of like parents, the way they parent is almost completely predicated on fear.
100%.
Don't do this. This will happen if you do that. Da-da-da-da. So it's like if you can get people into a place of like relying more on their own intuition or just like being a little more insular, it's very clear to me at this point as someone who's on the receiving end of so much information that that's the punchline. And like how to popularize and make people understand there's truth in it. How do you get people to practice it? How do you get more champions of it? Those are the things I think about. I struggle with understanding why it would ever be not appropriate to be a nice person. I just don't understand the scenario that lends itself for you being unkind to someone. I really don't. Like I'm an entrepreneur. Back to the comment you made. I'm high energy, I'm passionate, I like being competitive, I love those things, but I don't think those things compromise being kind, being empathetic, being compassionate. I don't ever see a scenario where the right move in this situation is to be mean to that person. I don't understand that logic. And
I see it in your work.
When something stressful happens or something bad happens, that's a time where a leader needs to take on the pressure and make it better for everyone, not start making everybody feel scared and bad. And so, to answer your question, I don't understand the logic of negativity and thus I don't deploy it.